Going to can some corn. As you can see, I picked some of my corn already. Going to the picnic table. I'm going to be shucking it down, getting it ready to blanch to start canning. Alright, shucking it off. Get all the green and all the hair. So you don't have that all over your house. You must do it outside. And I got quite a bit out of my garden, so I can a lot. Started doing this. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding at the end. I'm going to be doing some freezing too, but I'm waiting for my vacuum sealer to come in. And you see, just try to get most of the hairs off you can. You got any bad spots, you'll have to take them and cut the bad spots out before you blanch them. As you see, I got a bad spot in that one, so I have to cut it out before I blanch. You got a compost pile, you know, you throw it in, add on your compost pile, which I don't. I just throw it in my yard and I'll mow it over and it'll eventually blend into the yard. Corn actually turned out pretty well this year. I did water it a lot. It's kind of dry. Alright, I'm gonna stop the video. I will continue back when I'm ready to blanch. Came in the house, started putting my corn in the canning kettle. And you don't want to get it too full because you got to get the water over top of the corn. So about where I'm at now is where I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to fill up my ice cream buckets and I'm going to fill it up and dump it into there. Like I said, I'm using hot water. I'm going to put hot water on so it takes less time to get heated. Fill up my canner, put the corn in there, put the water in there, made sure all the corn's covered in water. As you see, it's starting to boil. So I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes. I mean, you don't have to set a timer. You know, I do other things too, so I got a list for it to beep. I got dishwasher running, sanitizing jars to can. But in 3 minutes, should be ready to dump out. And we'll be back. 3 minutes is up, shut the stove off, remove the lid. I'm going to take that, dump it in the sink so it drains the water, so it chance to cool down a little bit before I cut it off the cob. Alright, my corn's boiled for 3 minutes. So I'm going to dump it in the sink so the water will drain and ready to cool down. Remember, check your kettle, make sure your handles ain't hot. If there, you probably want to get some hot pads. You don't want to be burning yourself. Alright, I'm going to let them sit in there for a little bit, cool off just a hair so I can start cutting them. And while I was waiting, you know, I got my jars out. My pressure canner only can handle 7 jars, so that's all I got out. To cut my corn, I get a bigger bowl and a smaller bowl. So I put my cob on there. See, it's a bigger bowl, there's a smaller bowl. I'll set my cob right here, cut down on it, the corn falls in there, then I'll have all this mess laying around. I'll be videoing that here in just a minute. Okay, well, I'm going to put my cob on a little bowl like I showed. Just cut it off. Ball's right in the bowl. Some may miss, but the majority of it goes in the bowl. Let's see, it's pretty warm yet, so I'm trying not to burn myself, but it is hot. Alright, I will be back. Okay, my bowl's filled. So I'll take the jar, grab my, fill up the jars, just start filling them up. You gotta stay at least an inch to 1.5 inches down below. You always gotta make sure water stays covered on the corn. I pack them a little bit, get a little more in. There's 3 of us that lives here, so 1 quart, if we pack it just right, usually is enough for all 3 of us. You know, you judge what you want to do. Quarts, pints. Try not to get your top of your jar dirty. I still wipe mine down when I'm ready to put the flats on. I wipe it down because my hands are all sticky from them now. From the corn. Just keep on repeating this. And my little bowl is still inside the big bowl. I'm just working in between the two, grabbing the corn out. As you can see, still there. Alright, I gotta go back cutting again. Okay, well, I took a wet washcloth, wiped the outer edges off from my sticky hands. Alright, now next step. Teaspoon of salt in each quart. Kosher salt, canning salt. Trying to overdo it. Sometimes you get accidentally a little bit more, but that's fine. Okay, now for my sweet corn, I like putting some sugar in mine. And I put, let's see, I put 2 tablespoons of sugar in mine. It somewhat helps keeps the sweetness in the corn. And you put a little more if you want, or put none. Okay, sugar's all in them. And like I said, my pressure cooker canner only handles up to 7. Now I'll take a 4-cup glass still and start putting water into each jar. I use hot so it doesn't take as long to heat up and get boiling. About 1/2 to 1 inch away, but like that. I do everyone like that. And if you see any bubbles in your corn, please get them out. If not, it won't can right. Okay. And I was putting water in the pressure cooker while I was doing this to get it somewhat. You're usually supposed to wait till after you put the jars in, but I kind of know where it's going to be at, where I need to have water at. And I'm just wiping these down with rag. The top, so the flats is still paper towel. And you just put your flat and ring on. And this is a flat. This is your ring. I get them a little tight, not too tight. If you don't get them tight enough, they come loose in your canner. It makes a big old mess in your canner. Okay, I'll take the quart jars, start putting them in a pressure cooker. As you see, I already got the water in there. Flames going already. Kind of hard to do when you got only one hand when you're holding the phone. Okay, see, mine's all in there. Water's a little full, so I might take back out, take some water out. That's why they say it's best to wait until you put your quarts in. Which I just dip some water out. Usually it says only a quarter way full up to your jars. I think I got it pretty well close now. Yeah, that'll be right on money. And mine, like I said, mine only does 7. Now I'll grab the pressure lid, put on it. Already checked the seals, make sure they're still good. Lined it up. I'm gonna lock it down. Put this on there, and once it gets up to 10 psi, adjust your flames. But set your timer for 85 minutes and monitor it. Make sure it doesn't go over 10. If it does, that's fine, but you got to make sure you keep a monitor out of it. I will be back when it is finished. "10 psi. I'm going to set my timer to 125, which is 85 minutes. Push start, and you just got to monitor it. Make sure it stays in between those 2 lines. You can see right there. It stays in between those 2 lines by 10. You're pretty good. A little bit over. I try to stay within right there. After 85 minutes, shut the heat off. Wait until the pressure drops all the way down. Open your lid. Take your jars out with a jar picker upper because they're still going to be hot. Set them to the side. I normally put a towel over them and let them cool. After 24 hours, if they all sealed, which the caps would be all the way down, if they're sealed, write a date on them, put them in your cool, dark storage area. And these are the batches I've already done. You see the dates. So, and they're all sealed down. They're not popped up. If you push on them, it pops back up. They're not sealed. That means you must use it within a day or two, or they'll just go south. Bad on you.